I remember the room the most, not because of what was inside it, but because of what wasn't. There were no mirrors, not one. Not on the walls, not on the ceiling, not even a reflection on the floor. Just a plain, silent space, with me in the middle of it. At first, it felt ordinary, too ordinary. You know that feeling when it's so quiet that your brain starts making up sounds just to fill the silence? That's what it felt like. My own breathing sounded like someone else's. The psychologist told me, just stay there for 30 minutes. That's all. 30 minutes sounded easy. But by the 10th minute, I realized why this room existed. Without mirrors, without reflections, without anything bouncing your existence back at you, your mind starts turning on itself. You start asking questions like, do I still look like me? Why does the silence sound like whispering? Is it normal to feel watched when the room is empty? And every time I tried to distract myself, the room gave me nothing to latch on to. No patterns, no shapes, no reflections. Just blankness, the kind of blankness that forces you to face the thoughts you've been avoiding for years. At some point, I felt like the room was shrinking. Logically, I knew it wasn't. But psychologically, it felt like the walls were slowly leaning in, pushing my thoughts closer to the surface. That's when I felt it. Not a touch, not a sound, but a realization. My biggest fear wasn't the room. It was me. It was the thoughts I had been running from, the parts of myself I pretended didn't exist, the versions of me I buried because I didn't want anyone to see them. In a room with no mirrors, your reflection doesn't disappear. It moves inside you, and you're forced to confront it. By the last 5 minutes, I wasn't afraid of the silence anymore. I was afraid of how much of myself I had ignored. And when the door finally opened, the psychologist asked, "What did you see?" I looked at him and said, "Everything, except my face." He just nodded like he knew that was the point. And as I stepped out, I caught my reflection in the hallway mirror. But it didn't feel like me. More like someone I hadn't seen in a very long time. If you want to hear more psychological narrations like this, hit like and subscribe. I'll keep bringing stories that make you think, and stories that make you uncomfortable in the best way.